Question 7. Factorize 2x squared minus 35x plus 98. So we're being asked to factorize it, meaning this will go into brackets. We have three terms here which don't have anything in common, so we're not going to have a common factor coming out, which means it has to be a double bracket problem, otherwise they wouldn't have given us a factorized question, right? So we're going to end up with a pair of double brackets here. I'm not going to write them there because we've got steps to take for this, but our answer will have double brackets. So we have a non-monic trinomial which has a number at the start with our x squared. So our first step here is to multiply that 2 with 98, giving us 196. I should mention you can do trial and improvement in order to figure out the answer for this, but I'm going to show the AC method as a sort of structured approach, just in case you can't figure it out by trial and improvement. So we multiply these two terms together, 2 and 98. It's a positive 98, which tells us that our number here, which is positive, we're both going to have the same sign. We're going to have two pluses or we're going to have two minuses in our question when it comes to our brackets. So 196, the factors of 196 are 1 and 96, 2 and 98, so on and so forth. 3 and 3 will not work. 4 will. 4 and 49. 6 will not work because 3 didn't. 7 is going to work. We will have 7 and 28. 8 will not work. 9 won't because 3 didn't. 10 won't. 11 does not go into it. 12 won't because 3 didn't work. 13 does not go into it. And then we have 14, which will give us a 14 and 14, actually. 14 and 14. And that is all of the pairs of our, all pairs of factors that multiply together to give 196. So with that list, we are now looking to see which two combined can give us this number here. Now, the fact that we knew that they were the same sign and the fact that that middle number is negative means that both of these must be takeaway sums. Now, I'm putting all the takeaway sums in now, but effectively we're looking at the numbers itself and asking which two add together to make the 35. So the two I've got there, the minus 7 and the minus 28, they are definitely the ones that we want. Now, it doesn't matter which one you put first, but I'm going to put 28 with the 2x squared at the start, just because 28 is an even number, which goes with it. Minus 7x, of course 7 doesn't go with that, but it doesn't technically matter. In fact, that's the purple bit. Let me just rewrite the first term, rewrite the last term. So we are splitting our negative 35x up into the two pieces that combined in order to make the minus 35x. What we then do is we take our first two terms and find the highest common factor, and we take our last two terms and find the highest common factor. So 2x will be our highest common factor here, giving us an x minus 14 in the brackets. So we factorize that effectively. X minus 14 must be the bracket that's here. And even at this stage of the game, I could automatically write x minus 14 as one of our answer brackets, given that it has to, based on what's going to happen next. And then in order to establish what's going to be on the outside here, we can ask ourselves, well, what do I times x by, and what do I times minus 14 by to get those two? It's a lot easier to just look at the x term. It's clearly going to be minus 7 that goes on the outside, so we have minus 7. Now, even at this stage, you could immediately write 2x minus 7 as part of your other answer bracket and be done. I'm just going to finish this process here just to explain exactly why that is. You have two terms here. This is the first term. This is the after the takeaway. This is the second term. If you take x minus 14 out as a highest common factor from both of those, you will be left with the two things in red in the other bracket, 2x minus 7. So that's technically where it comes from. Done.